And we're live, I think. Probably. I don't actually know. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, God. All right. Bullseye, how's it going, man? Justin, JT, how y'all doing? What's your opinion on clankers? What are clankers? A new slur for robot. Oh, very good. I'm very pro clanker, okay? I think clankers should take all the jobs. Nagato, how's it going? And then I think humanity should be free to pursue the arts. I think that was our purpose, okay? Clanker. Very good. I think if everyone who's like, oh well, the robots are gonna take my job, brother. I hope they take all the jobs. I don't want any of them. Okay, fuck that. Jobs are something we have to do to like survive. I don't fucking know who the fuck is like, oh, I can't. I will love to go to work this morning. Be like, get me the fuck out of here. No, Walter is. I mean, I'm like 20 minutes early, but I'm normally like 15 minutes early. I started a little early because it was a long fucking day. Those wire backs don't know their place. Walter, how's it going, man? How you doing? All right, Walter, you don't even need to chat anymore. There's no one who has a fucking chance to take your spot. What the... Walter, unironically, I scheduled this stream 21 hours ago. He has been messaging every hour for 21 hours. How was your first day? It was fucking boring, Nugget. So I had to sit... I sat on the office on my fucking laptop doing modules or like basically like fucking training videos for 8 hours straight and came home. Like, fuck me. Oh, it was so like around 2 o'clock when I came home, when I came back from lunch. I was like, if I just close my eyes, I'm gonna pass out. It was so rough. Fuck. I can't wait to get done with all these fucking training modules. Then I can actually do some work and then not feel so fucking out of place. All right. Luvion, how's it going, man? How's it going? Fuck, Luvion's at 1,000 fucking XP too. These guys are insane. 1,050 XP divided by 70. 14 hours. Luvion, except for the 7 hours that he slept, has been messaging every hour since I scheduled the stream. Out of his fucking mind. Yeah, Walter did it for all 21 hours. No, this man did not sleep, or like, if he slept, he set like an hour alarm. What is, my guy? It's not that important. I'm not a gacha game. You don't win anything, please. Don't do this to yourself. Rank. Fuck, are you kidding me? I did it for a bit. You're number 3. What are you at? 750. That's 10 hours. What do you mean a bit? Bullseye, if I schedule stream early, which I'm going to now, yes, you can farm even when the stream's not live. So, but there is a good side. Walter doing this allowed us to figure out what the requirement for getting XP is, because we were always like, what the fuck, it's so inconsistent, like sometimes like we'll get stuck at 75 and then you'll just shoot up to 150 or whatever. The reason is you get 25 XP per message for 3 messages up to 75, and then as soon as you get to 75 right now, you're done, and then it takes a whole hour for that to reset, and then you can earn another 75 XP and you keep doing that. Nightwalker, how's it going, man? How you doing? Is Easy live right now? What? I have no fucking idea. No, he's not live. What? What are you talking about? Has he scheduled stream? Username, how's it going? Easy was I've been on out. Oh, but he's got it scheduled? Oh, I see. When is it scheduled for? I don't even see that. I don't know. How's everyone doing this fine Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning? Okay. Come on. I'm not getting this. So XXRN aren't. Nothing? Okay, XXRNT. I don't know anything else, so burnt. Oh! Let's go! We hit those around here. Let's go! I got it before you said it, Nagito. I got it before you said it. Okay. Chest checkers immediately. Whoopee cushion. Humble attitude. Camo. Stripes. Checkers. I'm thinking like as soon as next. I'm barely gonna say. What do you mean, Bosa? As soon as next schedule hits? What do you mean? I think... Oh, yo, Paso. Fair enough. No, I think you're the only mod right now, Nightwalker. I'm sure Ramiro and... No, I don't think Milos is coming. I think it's like a really fucked up time for him now. Serbia time. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, no, yeah, I doubt he's coming. I don't have the money to figure out the conversion ratio between Super Chat and XP. I don't know. Someone did do the calculation. I think I don't know. I don't know what the conversion for that looks like either, if I'm honest. Stripes, camo, checkers. I'm thinking this is something military. It's like 200, really? It should be about 5 a.m. for Romero. He's about an hour and a half behind me. Oh, okay. I don't know. Mouth? Unhinged. How's it going, man? Lip? Cheek? Is there an all-time... No, Walter. I wish there was, though. I'll send that as a recommendation to YouTube. Mouth, lip, cheek... Honeycomb? What can someone... I don't know. Fuck this. We're going to Lexicon. That is not what I meant to type. Lexicon. How was your first day? It was fucking boring as fuck, Luvion. I just did like training modules for 8 hours in my office. I'm so sleepy. Fuck, this hasn't reset yet? We gotta put in the Discord to keep track of all-time highs. You get... I mean, we can do that. Do you guys want to make like a thing for it then? How about we make a... Practice? Oh, okay, I guess. How about we make a thing for it? We'll just make like a place for it on the Discord. Oh shit, Luvion! Sorry, I read this. I'm not gonna read. I'm not gonna read what's above. Luvion, what the fuck? This is so awesome. Thank you, dude. What the fuck? Sequence 7, lucky one. Let's go gambling. You know what? You know what? Yes, I did. It looks amazing. This is so awesome. Thank you so much, man. What the fuck? You know what? Just for that, we're going gambling. I feel lucky today. I actually don't feel lucky at all, but we're gonna gamble 2 million, 1,000, 10,000, 1,000 million. Just cause we can, you know. Okay, blackjack or coin flip? What are we thinking? I'm okay with either. I have better odds with blackjack, but I feel like that's why you guys are going to say coin flip, because you're going to fucking... I think you guys are probably going to say coin flip. Fuck it, as much as... yeah, I figured. 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million. Nagito, I fucking help you and this is what you do to me, you piece of shit? Are you kidding me? Wow. You owe me and you steal from me? Fuck this guy. God, what a dickhead. Nagito stole from me. No wonder you're not a mod, bro. What the fuck? How dare you? How fucking dare you? You know what? I don't even care. I'm at 10 million! Oh my god, Luvion, I am truly a lucky one. Let's go! By the way, I'm gonna be a little bit less energetic than normal, because, you know, full day of work, but I mean I still feel pretty good, you know. I'm not even tired. I'm honestly just sleepy, if I'm honest. I'm like, fuck, dude, those modules, because I have to sit there and be like, hey, so if a client comes in, don't be racist to them. I'm like, bro, how bad are your hiring policies that this needs to be stated? Like, I feel like you would, like, not hire someone if you thought that was an inclination they would have, but they're like, hey, listen, like, you know, like, if someone comes in and they're of a minority, like, don't be racist to them. I'm like, this needs to be said? What the fuck? Romero would be fired. You and username went to different places, but well, you went to different people, but the same place. Dramatically smile. Smile face. Face expression. Expression change. Dramatically significant. DSV, how's it going? Significant? A lot. Well, that's not a word, bitch. Bunch. Whole. Partially. Part. Expression. Expression part. Play? Why? What play do? Look at my comment above. The one above the Romero one? You didn't send one. You didn't send one. Or username. I can't see it. I don't know if I got deleted or whatever. Above. Oh, 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 I see. Okay, got it. Smile, mouth. Mouth, face. Face is already on there. Face expression, already on there. Oh my god. Emotions. Emotion, drama. No. Drama, effect. Effect impact. Let's go! Okay, see, we're doing good. It just took a little bit of time, but we're doing good. We're doing good. Acting, check Discord general. Username was almost certainly just telling me to do it to waste time, but I don't really mind. I'm not doing anything. No, he's actually not wasting time. What the fuck? Right before the Hangers chapter? The what chapter, Moon? What? What's your most controversial anime take? Unhinged has got to be cheating, by the way. There's no way this is real. A man who doesn't even believe in economy gets from vote to laboratory this quickly? Disagree. Most controversial anime take. I feel like it would be contrarian to like the popular opinion, but like I feel like to people like you guys it would probably be like a pretty normie take. Like I feel like shit. Oh, actually, I think okay. I don't know how many of you have not watched Naruto, but this is something I actually did poll first then test and quiz. Fucking doubt it. Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna talk about Naruto for a second. I'm assuming most of you have probably seen Naruto, maybe not all the way through, but like you know largely the story of Naruto. Okay, so one of the major watched and read, fair enough. One of the main problems that people have with Naruto is, as the original story of Naruto was supposed to be like this downtrodden kid who doesn't have anything to defying a destiny and making something of himself despite all the odds. And then in hindsight, it turns out that it's like, oh well, that's not the case at all, because like he's the son of the 4th Hokage, he's the fucking he's the student of the 6th Hokage, like, and he's like a, and you know, he's the reincarnation of a god. Like there's so much stuff going for him, and as such it kind of devalues the point, with the point of which was obviously that, hey, like anyone can change their destiny if you like try hard enough, or like destiny isn't set and you can make your own outcome, whatever. I think that is wrong. I think him becoming the reincarnation of a god and him being the son of the 4th Hokage, all that stuff actually still works in that paradigm. I think by design, well, okay, at least my cope is that by design, it's supposed to be like that. Because the point is, in hindsight, once someone succeeds, it's always like, oh, you were destined. We can never just give someone like the credit, the benefit, and just be like, damn, like that guy fucking did it, you know? It's always like, well, of course, he was fucking destined to, you know? Like, his parents just gave him like 10 grand. It's like, well, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure the money helped, but like, you still have to do all the stuff, you know? So, I think it still works. I don't think that that whole bullshit it devalues the point of Naruto at all. Fuck all of you guys. Let's start reading. You guys are assholes. I don't even know who asked me. Y'all are bitches, bro. My biggest one is that... What do you mean he got ace killed? He got ace killed! No, I love Ace. Ace was like my... Who the fuck is Woolblock? This motherfucker's never been here before. Pops by to say I'm in a fucking cutscene, leaves. That's like a kind of goated behavior, though. Don't like inconsistent world building at points? This is true. Yeah, I do apologize, Jin. That Blackbeard bullshit got me. Okay? God, he got Ace. I loved Ace. Okay? And this motherfucker got him killed. He's like, he did nothing wrong. Get me the fuck out of here. Okay, let's go. 996 card game. Ooh, what are we playing? Baccarat? Blackjack? Poker? Texas Hold'em? What are we playing? Comes to gambling, I become Rain Man. After entering the East Balam military veterans mess, Klein handed his cane and hat to his valet Inuni, only to see the Colonel Cavan of the Lone Military's Ministry of Defense. Long time no see, this officer smiled. It really has been a while, Klein smiled. Akainu did nothing wrong? Yo, they're actually triggering the fuck out of me. That's crazy. Calvin smiled. Congratulations, you did pretty well. Everyone was pretty pleased. I was pretty pleased as well, Klein said. Back when I first introduced Dwayne, I was quite distrustful of your judgment, but now I understand how you're a member of parliament, he looked at Macht. Anyone who interacts with Dwayne can easily tell he's an expert, Macht accepted the Colonel's compliment. How much did you earn this time? Calvin asked. Don't worry, I won't raise the prices in the future because of it. I'm just curious. 20,000 pounds in gold? Klein gave a midpoint value as an answer. In fact, he had earned 25,000, but after paying Miss Messenger 10,000 pounds for her services, he only earned 15. Not bad, Calvin nodded. If you need to convert those gold bars into gold coins, I can introduce you to someone from the Imperial Mint. How was it? Did you notice anything abnormal about the May Sanchez area? Yes, Klein directly said without thinking. Why? Akainu just did his job. Yeah, that's what they say about the Nazis, bro. But you just be like, man, he was just taking orders. No, I'm sorry. If your orders are bad, you don't take them. Have a fucking spine. Akainu's an asshole who does not deserve to be an admiral, let alone a fleet admiral. Fuck that guy. It should have always been, I can't remember his name, but the Ice Admiral, I can't remember his name. I'm bad with names, okay? I haven't watched One Piece in a long time. It's been like 2 years. There was a place called Revival Square under his control that was destroyed by lightning. That I'm aware of, Calvin replied. He got Luffy, Zoro, Nami, full gear. That's about gears. So there's gear 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. If a sequence 6 pleasure open in OnlyFans, would that help in digesting the potion? No, I don't think so. Wait, are you guys? No, okay, I'm on the right screen. Yep. But you probably don't know that the person before you was the one who created the lightning, Klein smiled. Also, May Sanchez seems to be maintaining a fragile balance between factions, but in fact, he has already secretly aligned himself with a faction. Of course, I don't know who. He had no intention of betraying the Church of the God of Knowledge of Wisdom. All he did was divulge a little to win the trust of the military. The only thing that can be confirmed is that it isn't us, Calvin nodded. It's unlikely to be Intes as well, Klein helped. That's not a bad thing. The few factions surrounding May Sanchez are supported by Intes. If he wishes to expand, there's no way he can circumvent them. When the time comes, perhaps we will have more arms sales in our hands. With that said, he offered a toast, Holy Lord of Storm, to riches for everybody! Let's go! The rich get richer! When Luffy went Gear 7 in episode 8, I was really yeah, I know, right? I was expecting like a Gear episode, but then they flipped the script and they did 2 Gears in 1 episode. It was nuts. After taking a sip of red wine, Calvin pointed to the second floor. Dwayne, I brought you here to play cards with a VIP, Texas Hold'em. Which VIP? Klein asked. Admiral Amaris. He has been given a point and is currently in charge of the Ministry of Defense. Oh, shit! The guy! Is Admiral Amaris gonna remember Klein? Because he saw Gearman. He also saw Gearman in his underwear. You remind me of Zoe Tucker? Who the fuck is Zoe Tucker? Doesn't sound like a compliment, in fairness. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Zoe Tucker? Okay. Towards Admiral Amorous Reedvault, he still felt some guilt. Although most of what had happened back then had nothing to do with him, his mistress's anomaly was ultimately a result of the mother tree of Desire's wish to control him. That is to say that our future cooperation requires His Excellency's approval, Klein asked. That is how it is, Calvin nodded. Let's go up. Today's mission is to lose money. Lose money? I'll try my best. There's actually no need to be so deliberate. Admiral Amorous has excellent skills. It's almost impossible if you want to win. I always lose. I just hope I don't lose too much today. I wouldn't even dare return home. Klein nodded. I only brought 200 pounds in cash. Will that be enough? Definitely not, Calvin nodded. I've already changed chips worth 1,000 pounds for you. Just remember to return it. Loan's best lawyer only earns about 1,000 pounds a year on surface. You bunch of profligates? What is a profligate? Profligate, recklessly extravagant or wasteful in the use of resources. Based. This colonel didn't notice as he knocked on the door. Bro, is Klein gonna win? Is Klein gonna be a bitch and just a win? He's gonna be like, listen, bro. Listen. Everyone is gonna think that you want to lose to make him like you. But if this guy is so good at cards, beating him, he would be like, holy shit, this guy's goated. Who the fuck is Showtime? You think I'm like, bro, oh, you guys are actually triggering the fuck out of me today, bro. Wrongs, how's it going, man? How you doing? If Klein learned that divination isn't all powerful from EBS, I'll be angry because that shows that divination have danger, but doesn't say that it doesn't always give. I feel like old Neil will probably just tell him like, hey, don't rely on divination. It's not always accurate and it can be meddled with. After a while, the door opened. Inside was a hall paved with thick, soft carpet. What's that cursed name in chat? Adam, how's it going, man? Y'all are trying to make me crash out. I'm trying my best. Listen, I had to go to work today, okay? That is crazy. That is hard enough on one's soul. And you must say I'm similar to Show Tucker? What a bitch. Adam, how's it going, man? I mean, only his actions, not how he looks. Except... In the middle of the hall was a card table that could accommodate more than 10 people. By the side of the hall were gold-plated cutlery, sculptures, and coffee tables. Klein looked over and saw the Admiral, sitting at the seat of honor. This Admiral didn't look any different from before. His black hair was neatly combed backwards, with his blue eyes, dark and profound. The corners of his lips drooped slightly. He had an austere temperament and wore dark blue clothes with an epaulet. Merlin, how's it going, man? How you doing? When he swept his gaze, Klein found another familiar person, MI9's deputy director, Quanos Kilgore. Quanos Kilgore is the demigod that was protecting the crazy Captain Connors, right? He was one of the no, okay, never mind. Klein's going to tell me. He was one of the targets for Klein's return to Backland. He was the middleman in the dealings between the Demoness sect and a particular faction of the royal family. He was one of the accomplices of the Great Smog of Backland. By the way, your pace is crazy. Keep it up. Make sure to get enough rest, though. Yeah, no, Adam. It's definitely going to be slowed down. Oh, by the way, kind of Sag news. Big Sag, though. So, like I said, the plan is to do, like, streams at roughly this time on weekdays, and then 2 streams, like, regular on the weekends. But this week, because I didn't work yesterday, Monday, they asked me to come in on Saturday, so Sag, no morning stream on Sunday. No morning stream on Saturday, but we'll do a longer stream at night, and then we'll do 2 streams on Sunday, Sag. This brigadier general had an abnormally broad shoulders, making his white shirt and black vest look abnormally tight. In fairness, they weren't like super pushy on him. They were like, hey, I'm going to give Easy a chance to catch up. I have like a 200 chapter lead on Easy and there's 400 chapters left. He's not catching up, bro. This Brigade, he was playing Texas Hold'em. There are 2, no, 3 demigods at a card table. How the hell are we even playing? Easy already took your morning stream time slot? I think only today, right? Doesn't bro fucking work? There's no fucking shot he's gonna be streaming at that time all the time. If he is, that's cooked. I mean, hey, good for him. If I'm not using it, someone else should, but it's a good time slot, you know? But what do you mean getting complacent? It's not my fault. I have to work. Tomorrow too? He's not working. God. Bro, with Trump at the helm and Easy not contributing to the U.S. economy, the U.S. economy is headed for ruin for real. If Easy's not working either, this is a sign of this is a sign that the economic downturn's coming. During this process, an attendant delivered a huge stack of chips worth £1,000. In the first few rounds, Klein folded after looking at his cards. He was cautious, acting as though he had never called or raised unless he had good cards. As for the Admiral Amorous, his style was completely opposite. He was in no way conservative. He would call almost every round, constantly raising. Every round that he was involved in seldom reached the point where everyone showed their cards. Most people failed to withstand such aggression, and with the Admiral's domineering force, they could call a round or two before folding. At times, someone would attempt to call the Admiral's bluff, only to encounter 4 9s. The color in his face instantly drained, as though he had been given the death sentence by a judge. You're French? What's French? I'm sorry, I don't speak bad spelling. I apologize. Quanos Kilgore had a different playstyle as well. He would occasionally lose a round, but the chips lost wouldn't be much, preventing him from suffering great losses. But in the next round, he would often be able to wipe out the person who won his chips the previous round, forcing him to spend money again. Is there a need? Why are you using powers to cheat when dealing with low and mid-sequence beyonders or ordinary people? Even if others can't tell, would I be fooled? One has the Arbiter Pathway's dominance, and the other has the Baron of Corruption's bribe. Oh, he's giving them a bribe! When he loses, he's like, oh, you took my chip. That's so good. Oh, clever. Klein looked at his 5 of hearts and 9 of clubs as he shook his head. He couldn't help but consider which of the seer powers could provide him help if he wanted to cheat. Turn all my opponents into marionettes? In that case, I can win as much as I want. What the fuck? He's like, you know, the best way to win. If I just kill you all, I can just take everything you have. I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying I could. So, you know, watch yourself. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, fool. Unfortunately, there aren't any mosquitoes here, otherwise I could use their spirit body threads and turn them into marionettes and check the other's cards. Faceless only allows me to change myself, not the cards. A magician's illusion? The effects would be good against ordinary or mid or low sequence, ordinary people or mid or low sequence beyonders, but with the demigods it's useless. Use a clown's ability to swap cards? That's useless too. Klein realized that only one of his powers was of use. He threw out his 2 whole cards to indicate a fold before taking out a metal chip and allowing it to move between his fingers. At this moment, the Admiral suddenly looked up at him and retracted his hands before pushing his chips all in. Klein nodded inwardly without a hint of surprise. What? What? What did he do? During his last cooperation, he knew the Admiral was able to distinguish ordinary people from Beyonders from his position. He suspected that he couldn't even determine a Beyonder's level or their position. However, Klein wasn't worried, because a Bizarro Sorcerer had a concealment power to a degree. That's why he could converge his augmentation effect of the Grey Fog on him after he reached DEMI-GOD. This made him confident that the Admiral wouldn't be able to tell his level. However, he didn't attempt any interference, as he suspected that Amorous was able to tell that he was a Beyonder. Divinate. Oh, he's going to use the thing as a coin flip. Oh, clever, clever, clever gal. Therefore, he decided to reveal a tiny problem, making it easy to be seen through and grasped. Gambling God Dwayne. Oh shit, you may be a demigod, but I am a god. What's a king to a god sort of shit, you know? Or what's a god to a non-believer, I guess. The core rules of Texas Hold'em were simple. It was to use the 2 hole cards and 5 community cards to form the best 5-card combination possible. Bro, we just did a coin flip on Hinge for 2 million! You know what? Okay. Next time we have like a big stream, if there's like a really cool thing happening or something, we'll do a 5 million coin flip. I'm at 10 million now, so even if I lose half, I don't really give that much of a fuck. Whoever had the biggest card won, and the community cards were dealt in 3 phases. 3 community cards to form the flop in the first phase, a 4th community card called a turn in the second phase, and a 5th community card called a river in the third. Each phase allowed players to fold, check, call, or raise, continuing until everyone was done or until a person didn't fold. Klein fiddled with the chips in his hands as he divined the existence of any lucky instances within the next few rounds. However, he wasn't able to tell which round. After all, it was a simple and quick divination. Using this method to play with ordinary people and low-sequence beyonders wouldn't be a problem, but it's inadequate against demigods. It's already quite a challenge to defeat a mid-sequence beyonder. Must I close my eyes each round and do a complete dream divination? If that were the case, Dwayne might end up with the title of Sleeping Gambling God. Klein continued his round play as he sat by the side. At present, he had already lost the big blind and a small blind while it was his turn. Sorry, I'm just taking out my socks. Whew. God. At this moment, Klein noticed one point. Quanos Kilgore had lost 20 pounds to the Admiral, a successful bribe. The Admiral should be able to tell he's using the Baron of Corruption's power, but he might not know that he's a demigod. The next round will be interesting. Klein jolted to attention as the new round began. He didn't check his hole cards when the croupier handed him 2 new ones. Instead, he placed the metal chip he was playing within his hand onto the hole card, taking on the stance of not planning to look at them. Oh, what a guy. After 2 people folded, the stern and old-fashioned Amorous Reedvault casually took a look at his hole cards. After counting 5 pounds worth of chips, he threw it into the middle, having raised the stakes. Another person folded as Mocked called. Right on the heels of that, Quanos Kilgore, who had an unyielding personality, raised the stakes again, throwing out a total of 20 pounds. Calvin confirmed his hole cards again before calling. After one last person folded, Dwayne didn't do an actual count. He grabbed a handful of chips and threw them in. 20 pounds, call, the croupier announced. I thought it'd be 50 pounds. From the looks of it, I'm still not used to these chips, Dwayne Dantas chuckled. However, he didn't add on the additional 30 pounds. At this moment, no one made a move. It was Amorous Reedvault's turn again. Bro, I'm just gonna call him the Admiral. This name is so fucking long. This Admiral didn't even glance at the remaining players, picking up 5 10-pound chips and throwing them in. Another raise. He didn't show any perturbations in his emotions, acting as though he was ordering a cup of tea. But that indescribable sense of dominance and the act of repeatedly raising the stakes pre-flop made the mood at the table freeze. Such situations imply that the Admiral had excellent hole cards, perhaps a pair of aces, kings, or an ace and a king. At this moment, Quanos Kilgore rubbed his nose and said, "Call." Dwayne Dantas touched the metal chip on his hole card, smiled, and said, "Call." After a round of expressing their intentions, there were only 3 players, and the croupier flipped the 3 community cards, a 2, a 9, and a king. The 2 and 9 of spades and the 9 of hearts. The person who was first up was the Admiral. He leaned forward and said 50 pounds. Mocked, Calvin, and company, including those who weren't in the game, felt stifled. Quanos Kilgore trembled slightly, but grabbed the 50 pounds and threw it out. Completely unfazed, Dwayne said, "Call." No, there's no fucking shot. The Admiral knows that he's a demigod, right? Because he's like, bro, Everyone is shitting their pants. Even the fucking lawyer pathway demigod is like shitting his pants, and Dwayne is like, we're chilling, boys. Romero, how's it going, man? How you doing? Upon hearing this, Calvin turned his head and nodded at Dwayne with his deep blue eyes that resembled nighttime. From his point of view, the Admiral's domineering stance didn't affect a person who came to lose money. Oh, I ain't come here to lose money, brother. At this moment, the red-vested croupier revealed a fourth card at the turn. Another 9 of spades. Or, sorry, a 9 of spades. So now there's a 9 of hearts and a 9 of spades. So theoretically, so if Klein has the other 2 9s, he has 4 of a kind and is practically unbeatable because, I mean, theoretically someone can have a straight. Straight still loses. So I guess they need a royal flush. That ain't happening. So if he has the two other 9s, he's chilling. Now if anyone spoils, it's your job. Hold on, I have a meme for this. Nightwalker, now that Ramiro's here. Next, it's your turn. Oh, God. I have a meme for everything. My brain literally runs on memes. It's not even... Dude, I don't know why the fuck people trust me with their finances. I mean, in fairness, giving financial advice is simple as... Like, I mean... You sit there and they're like, wow, this stuff is really complicated. I'm like, hey, have we considered spending less money than you earn every month? And they're like, what? That is revolutionary. I'm like, okay, bro, I don't know what to tell you. There were 3 spades, increasing the chances of a flush tremendously. However, the Admiral still didn't hesitate, pushed a stack of chips, 100 pounds. Dwayne Dantes glanced at this director again, smiled, and said call, as did Quanos Kilgore. At this moment, he had yet to see his whole cards, making Calvin somewhat worried. He believed that such an act was going overboard, a clear act of throwing money away. It wasn't something the Admiral, who was conservative, might find acceptable. At this moment, the red-vested croupier revealed a final card, the River, the 2 of spades. So now we have a 2 of spades, a 9 of hearts, a King of clubs, a 9 of a 9 of spades, a 9 of clubs, and a 2 of spades. So if Klein has either 2 2s or 2 9s, he's probably good. Balatro made me fall down. Balatro's so good. Oh my god. Quanos Kilgore pushed 200 pounds. Quanos Kilgore took a deep breath, pushing 2 stacks, 500 pounds. Is he trying to bluff? Calvin and mock the exchange looks? One had to know that when playing Texas Hold'em, apart from doing risk management and probability calculations, it also involved psychological battles. It does involve psychological battles. That's why I hate playing with my brother, because he like very barely understands the rules of poker. So his shit is like he's literally doing what Klein is doing, except with the ability to divine. He'll just go. He could have like the most dog shit cards in the world and just go all in, and you're like, what the fuck? What does he have? All in, and you fold, and it's like he had a fucking 7 and a 4, and you're like, get me the fuck out of here, bro. He had a high card 7, and it's like, oh god. One had to know that, nope, already read this. Of course, good players could size up details to misdirect their opponents. Dwayne Dantes sized up Quanos Kilgore before laughing and said, call. The Admiral raised his hands, prepared to push all his chips to pressure his opponents into folding. But at that moment, he paused, wore a look of serenity, and said, call. Oh, shit! Someone managed to out bullshit the Admiral. It's like, listen, motherfucker, we will keep doing this until we're all in. And then the 2 of us are going out. You want to do this? And the Admiral's like, I don't know if I like it that much. At this point, the whole cards could be revealed to compare each person's hand. The Admiral flipped his card first. It was an ace and a 10, both of spades, formed a flush with a 2, king, and 9. It was a rather high-ranking card. The only bigger ones were a full house, 4 of a kind, straight flush, and a royal flush. Your turn, Amaris, urged Quanos. Quanos flipped over his first card, a king of diamonds. It made 2 pairs, with the king and the 9 of the community cards. Following that, he picked up his second card and revealed a 9 of clubs. What? Fuck. Oh. Wait. So Klein can't have a four of a kind because wait, no. Wait, what? Oh, yes, Klein can have a 4 of a kind of 2s. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's probably what he's going to have. Okay. This meant that Quanos Kilgore had obtained a full house, kings over 9, or 9s over kings. It was bigger than a flush. Devil, how's it going, man? Sorry about that. Full house, Quanos looked at the Admiral. Then he looked to Dwayne. Your cards? I'm also curious what they are, Dwayne smiled. He then picked up the metal chip that he had placed on his cards very casually and flipped the 2 cards. What? Everyone looked! It was a very weak pair, a 2 of hearts and a 2 of diamonds. It was a 4 of a kind of deuces. Called it. My gambling knowledge is not that much, actually. I don't gamble that much at all, ever. It's bad for you. Shouldn't do. It's a vice. I think it says so in the Bible or something. I don't know. 4 years of Catholic school. Couldn't even tell you what the fuck it says. Like, I got no fucking clue. Romero, all you need to know is the Admiral pulled off a 95% probability, or sorry, a 5% probability, like chance. And he was like, oh, like, I'm chilling. And then Quanos Kilgore pulled off a 2% probability chance. And then Klein pulled off like a 0.5% probability chance. Praise the lady, Dwayne smiled. An interesting round. Admiral was taken aback before he clapped. Quanos Kilgore gave Dwayne a deep look before laughing as well. I never expected you to be the final winner. Klein wiped a smile from his face and grumbled, It's only right that I win over you two. On the one hand, Admiral enjoys pressuring others and doesn't rely on his powers to cheat. As for you, you placed your focus and powers on the Admiral, ignoring me. On the other hand, the one playing cards with you is actually named Winner Inuni. Without even looking at his cards, it was obvious he was relying on luck. Oh, I see. He swapped places with his marionette and just said, like, dump all your luck into the cards. No wonder. At that moment, he placed his chips on the whole cards. Klein had already swapped positions with Inuni as they switched faces with each other. Although Colonel Cavan had gotten him to deliberately lose £1,000, Klein decided to win a killing after he saw Quanos Kilgore. Oh god, Luvion. It's such a perfect day for you to reveal that artwork, dude. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. By the way, for anyone who just came in, I found it so beautiful. I just want to show it off again. Fucking, as always, thank you so much, Luvion. Look at this fucking thing. This is awesome. Oh my god, this is amazing. I look almost like Azek. This is great. I mean, Azek doesn't have facial hair, but you know, all the same. Looks zesty as fuck. Alright, you know what? We take those. Now you gotta get your ears pierced? Fuck that. This wasn't because he couldn't bear to part with money. Instead, his main motive was to garner the attention of this demigod. Only by doing this could Klein have the opportunity to get intelligence from Quanos Kilgore and even carry out an assault on him. After all, he was a demigod. Jesus Christ, username. To deal with him in Backland required sufficient care and caution. He would rather give up an operation if he lacked the confidence to guarantee a kill or lure him away from Backland. Otherwise, he was bound to expose himself. In the subsequent rounds, Klein won and lost different rounds. In the end, not only did he keep his £1,000 in chips, but also won nearly an additional £1,000. During this process, Calvin gestured to Dwayne to lose, but he was left stupefied by the latter's ridiculous luck. At the end of the game, a person walked over to Dwayne Dantas with a smile. Quanos Kilgore. For anyone that doesn't understand gambling, we will do a gambling stream where I will teach you guys, okay? It is the only way in this 21st century world to build long-lasting generational wealth. Oh, God. As you guys have clearly seen from my blackjack skills, I can and I would and I have win. So. With dark blue eyes, Quanos Kilgore, who had a crew cut, and which was seldom seen among members of high society, walked to Dwayne and said with a smile, "You had great luck today, and plenty of courage." If he is referring to me immediately folding after receiving a bribe, with me rather losing a big blind, that's not luck, but knowledge. As for the other times, playing cards with all of you has pretty much drained all of Inuni's recently accumulated good luck. Client smiled. For a person who doesn't care about the outcome, there's nothing to fear. Why gamble when you can steal? Nagito, I want my fucking money back, bro. Didn't I give you a loan, motherfucker? Where's my payment? Did I? I feel like I lent him money. I don't know. I gave like 2 people money. I don't even know who it was. It was like chump change for me, so I don't even give a fuck. Praise the lady, Klein said. Zaza and someone else, I feel like. I don't know. I think it was Nagato. I did give Zaza some money. He is never paying me back. He is so fucking poor. No, I also gave someone else money too. Was it, maybe it was Kana. I can't remember. Maybe it was Kana. I can't remember. Fuck, hold on. I gotta turn on my fan. Like, Quanos hadn't lost much tonight, approximately 100 or 200 pounds. Although this was already a considerable amount of money when compared to the purported salary to a brigadier general, deputy director of MI9, a hidden demigod, his salary was the most trivial part of his income, so he didn't mind. Humans often have no way of seeing through the arrangement of fate. You sure are an interesting person. It is a pleasure to meet you. His sentence was both a form of praise and also part of formalities. Klein had acted all night to acquaint himself with his demigod of the lawyer pathway, so how could he give up? He replied, "It's my pleasure as well," and then said, "Your Excellency, are you familiar with the manners in backland suburbs? It's best if they come with forests or hunting." According to this information Klein had received from Miss Justice, Quanos Kilgore didn't enjoy holding banquets, balls, or saloons at his place. Neither did he accept invitations. It was unknown if it was a problem with his character or due to his job. He had very simple hobbies. First, he enjoyed smoking cigars, especially... Okay, Kami, Red Devil, I assume you guys know we're talking about the money in the Divination Club? But all the same, if you guys are interested, I can give you some. I have a little bit of cash, you know? Just a little bit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck then. Yeah, I figured. Cannot rob $5. Sorry, sorry you guys had to see that. He had very simple hobbies. He enjoyed smoking. Second, he enjoyed playing cards, especially Texas Hold'em. He enjoyed hunting. He often headed to the backland suburbs during winter or autumn. Klein was already planning on buying a manor, an expenditure meant solely to integrate himself into high society, but he hadn't made any decisions. After meeting Quanos Kilgore today, he suddenly added this request in a bid to garner his interest. Quanos Kilgore drank a mouthful of champagne and said, I'll help you take note of it. If there's something suitable, I'll send someone over. Bachland Street, right? Someone will inform you there. Thank you very much, Klein replied. At the same time, he pitied his former valet, Richardson, who had now become an assistant butler. This young man, who wished to better himself, recently went out early in the morning and returned late at night. He had been gathering information about manors in the Bachland suburbs, filtering out those that had met the requirements and the ones that were on sale. The bane of his daughter? What the fuck? What did you just say, Romero? Look in Discord General? Why? Lanibus get... I don't like that. Lanibus design has been revealed. I don't like that. Am I crazy? I don't think that's great. I don't know. I expect him to look more... I don't know. I expect him to look more evil. Can you imagine him like that? I don't know. I did not. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is no, you know, fuck. Who's the young man from? Who's the fucking young man from? Who's the young man of the Monster Pathway? Demisol. It's no a Demisol. It's not that bad, but I don't like it. I thought his hair was lighter, like a dirty blonde. That part I got no fucking clue. I figured his hair was black. I don't know. How did a guy like this pull Megos and scam others? Hey, you know, you just gotta put on that nice guy act. It is what it is. Okay. I imagine Lanovich to look more like how Demisol looked. That's actually a great point. Yes, I think you're right, I think you're right, Luvion. I think they accidentally swapped their two personas. I think they swapped their images actually. After Klein changed his request, all that work that Richardson had done was made useless. Jin, how's it going? First rule of scammer: approachable and trustable. Perchance. He must have had a very large bank account. Very good, very good. The all-evil Party A in contracts always changes their requests and requirements. After this is done, I'll get Taneha to raise his annual salary by £5. As an assistant butler, he should earn more than his time as a valet. £5. It was gone in just 1 or 2 raises in today's game. Richardson's annual salary is only enough for him to play a few rounds of Texas Hold'em, Klein sighed inwardly. Or it's enough for him to quintuple his annual salary if he's goated and woated. Milosh, how's it going, man? How you doing? I didn't think you'd show up today. Isn't it like fucking 2 a.m. or something in Serbia? What the fuck? By the way, the other Milosh has never shown up again. I think we hurt his feelings by calling him the other Milosh. It was so funny when there were 2 of them in chat. I thought that was so great. Damn it. Other Milosh, if you're watching the VOD, we miss you. Please come back. We'll give you a different name. We won't call you the other Milosh. I don't know what we'll call you. We'll figure that out. The old-fashioned, stern middle-aged man gently nodded. Admiral Amorous Reedwald. He had no intentions of communicating with Dwayne, nor did he get anyone to arrest this beyonder. After all, he was considered a working partner of the military, and it wasn't rare for a merchant, an adventurer, to obtain a potion. Yeah, to obtain a fucking demigod potion? Doubt it, motherfucker. If there was another Milosh. At this moment, Colonel Calvin and Member of Parliament Mox walked over to Dwayne with wine glasses. What the hell happened? Calvin asked. As Dwayne had won nearly £1,000, he and Mox had to change their strategies to prevent the Admiral from losing any money. They went from a tight strategy to an unrestrained one. They felt quite the pinch. As such, adding to everyone's losses, the Admiral won nearly £300. I didn't even look at my cards, Klein said. In between the lines, he meant that it was simply the blessing of some deity. This really is a vexing manner, Mock said with a bitter smile. Calvin and I don't even dare to return home after what we lost. What did you guys lose? I just happen to retain the 1,000 pounds I brought in. The rest is yours, no? We must have counted wrong due to anxiety, Calvin nodded. Klein laughed and immediately changed the topic. He then began looking at the supper that was placed on the coffee table beside him. Bro, what a nice guy! Klein won like 1,000 pounds and he just gave it to them? What a go! Wait, no, no, Klein must have won even more. Because they lost, between them, they lost everything. So they lost 2,000 pounds. The Admiral only won like 300, so that's 1,700. I'm going to assume Quanos Kilgore also won a little bit, let's say 500. So 1,200 probably is what came to give or take Klein. He gave them 600 back each. They lost 400 each. Okay, that's not that bad. City of Silver and the spire of one or two of the twin towers. Derek once again met the chief of the council, Colin Iliad. You said that you have something you would like to ask me about, Colin asked. Yes, Your Excellency. In the advancement for the Priest of Light, I need pure darkness, but once I do it, it'll be dangerous. I wonder if there's any solutions. Colin nodded. You have to confirm one point. Is it pure darkness or darkness with zero light? The two are very different. If it's the latter, you can obtain that in the Spire's underground dungeons. You've been there for some time, so you should know what I'm talking about. Derek had a deep fear of the Spire's dungeons because that was where he had met Amon the first time. At this moment, after receiving the chief's reminder, he began to slowly jolt his memories. He discovered that under the Spire, although each cell was given candles, one would have to wait for the guards to deliver food and medicine, and ask for more once they finished burning. That didn't happen frequently, and with it only happening thrice per day, the gaps in between were long. You're gonna go read Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, Milosh? What? The web novel or the manhwa? In such an environment, phenomena like the appearance of monsters and the vanishing of humans never appeared. Derek recalled that he had been in darkness with zero light for some time without encountering any more danger. The darkness with zero light at the bottom of the spire has external powers involved? Colin looked at the two swords that were hung up on the wall. Yes, that is why it is called darkness with zero light, not pure darkness. If that's the case, the darkness outside the spire's basement isn't just pure darkness as well. In many historical records, the night between before the Dark Ages didn't make people vanish or produce monsters. Now, the darkness must have undergone an abnormal change or had some forces mixed in to turn it dangerous. Not bad. For you to make such connections shows that you've improved. Therefore, let me ask you again. And do you need pure darkness or darkness with zero light? Your Excellency, I'm not sure. Let me take some time to confirm this. Go on then. Once you reach Sequence 5, even if you aren't able to become a demigod for a while, you will have the chance of wielding certain sealed artifacts. Bro, what is... Okay, why are they... no, I'm not gonna... No, it's probably nothing. I was thinking, like, why are they called sealed artifacts here? Like, I would imagine they would have, like, a different title. But I guess that... What the fuck? What just happened in chat? Dr. Z, hey, how's it going? What the hell just happened in chat? Unhinged and username. They both got timed out? What the fuck? Unhinged. No, you better not. Unhinged. Oi. Get it. What the fuck, dude? Backland, Helston Borough, Gio changed into a brown jacket and wore a cap, pretending to be a very ordinary short man. She had officially taken the commission and begun tailing and investigating the gentleman named Ernest Boyar. Ernest Boyar lifted his top hat and pointed forward to the carriage driver to St. George Borough. It was the southeast end of Backland, separated from the East Borough by the Tussock River. Once he got on the carriage and took his seat, Ernest sniffed. He looked out the window and grunted. As a Viscount, how could he not discover that clumsy bounty hunter tailing him? 20 minutes. Okay. Oh God. Oof. And here come the 1984 allegations in 5, 4, 3, 2. Unless is he out of chat? Is he not here anymore? He doesn't switch it ads. Oh fuck. Oh God, no. Username, try talking now. It should probably work, I think. Probably. Mods can't time each other out. What are you talking about? Oh no. I think he's really timed out. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Oof, alright, you guys did it now. Oh, he might be, maybe he just left. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, if you're here, username, I apologize for that, okay? Yeah, I didn't say anything, Romero. I didn't say anything about you. When Ernest left on a carriage, a few bounty hunters hiding in the vicinity immediately appeared. Without being stingy about the costs involved, they immediately stopped any rental carriages that passed. Punch the screen. Yeah. Some memorized the target carriage's traits and attempted to take shortcuts. Among them, only Gio was composed. She maintained in her spot, watching Ernest and her peers leave. The transportation tool known as a bicycle is so much better than I imagined. No wonder so many bounty hunters are saving up to buy one. This can save expenses from taking carriages and save time walking. At this moment, a tracked carriage drove over from the crossroads and stopped in front of her. It's really sad Klein had to sell his shares of the bike company, dude. Man, that would have made him a fucking gazillionaire in time. At this moment, a tracked carriage drove over from the crossroads and stepped in front of her. Gio happened to be at the station. Glancing at the double-decker that stopped on the iron tracks, Gio took out a few pennies, walked over, and sat down by the window. I'm usually very involved with moderating chat. Recently, I've been reading... Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That might be the first time Devil has ever timed anyone out. Such public carriages could seat nearly 50 people. However, so Gio sat on the double deck, allowing her to observe outside. However, she didn't admire the scenery. Her mind was outlining the exact appearance of her target. With her supernatural senses as a sheriff, as well as the distance between them not being great, Gio could grasp the target's location. Therefore, she remained calm and even took off her cap while using the glass windows to tidy up her appearance. You lost your strongest soldier? Milos? How's my... It was good, Dr. Z. It was fucking boring as fuck. I'm lying. I'm sorry. I was literally just sitting in my office all day on my laptop, fucking just doing... fucking training videos kill me. Any coworkers you hate? It's been one day, Dr. Z. But no, so far, I mean, everyone seemed nice. I'll keep you apprised of that, you know. But I didn't, even in my last job, I didn't have any coworkers I hated. I hated my fucking bitch of a manager. But no, no coworkers. After several stations, Gio suddenly got up when the public carriage came to a stop. This was the Backland Bridge area. She had sensed that the target had already changed direction and was preparing to head to the bridge. I assume you're getting ready for work, Dr. Z? Gio immediately went on foot, planning to enter another street at the bend up ahead to board the public carriage that headed south of the Tussock River. She had good luck, and a public carriage driver that was driving over just happened to arrive at the stop. Gio exhaled, took out another batch of pennies that she had prepared. Her urge to buy a bike strengthened. This tracked carriage was very crowded, but her domineering aura as an arbiter, she was able to pass through the crowd. The carriage moved slowly as Gio looked out the window yet again, but she couldn't find Sherman anywhere. Wait, she saw Sherman, who she hadn't been able to find anywhere. This young man, who thought of himself as a woman, was carrying a paper bag with a few loaves of bread and a stack of newspapers as he entered a narrow alley. Are you gonna end stream soon or go to 10:10? No, Kami. Two more chapters. It's 999 and 1000, and then we'll do 101 to 10:10 tomorrow. We'll do to 10:10 tomorrow. Fuck, I'm gonna have to stream for like 3 hours tomorrow. Jesus, cooked. Okay, it is what it is, you know. Sherman stopped renting his place in the Eastborough and moved here? Seeing that Sherman was fine and that she was still tracking her target, she held back the urge to jump off the carriage and chase after him. You haven't given us a good clip to stream? Yeah, bro, I'm not trying to give you guys a clip every stream. I'm getting a fucking... God, if you guys have too much leverage on me already. If you look in the clips channel, holy shit. And temperature is too high, so everyone is off. Even some healthcare people are working half. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that's good and bad, I guess, Dr. Z. If the electricity and water's off, I mean, I assume the temperature is like cooked, right? I assume the temperature is like, I assume it's like, I mean, it's really early in the morning right now, so it's probably okay, but like in the day, it's gonna get hot as fuck, I assume. Sherman carried a paper bag with several loaves of bread and a stack of paper as he passed through alleys. He followed the cramped stairs to the third story, took out a key and opened a door. With a creak, the door opened as Sherman's eyes lit up. He saw a lady wearing a black dress in front of him. "Why are you here?" Sherman asked. His unobvious Adam's apple bobbed up and down as he swallowed a mouthful of saliva. Ma'am Trissy?" Sherman stammered. "Why don't you dare to look at me?" Trissy asked. I don't know. I like men. Why do I still have odd thoughts when I'm looking at you?" Sherman continued, looking at the ground. "Females can also appreciate the charm of beauty." I came here today because I have a mission for you. Your original progress has been fast, leaving me satisfied, but it has recently stopped. I don't think there's such a thing. I don't think there's a need to do such things," Sherman said. "Yeah, night is cold. There's still an hour to sunrise and it's 17 degrees. Okay, that's good. Yeah, an hour to sunrise. Yeah. What's the temperature right now? Why the fuck is it telling me in Fahrenheit? Am I Canadian, bro? What? Yes, I am Canadian, sorry. Am I fucking American? Why is it telling me, what is 75F in fucking normal people? What? 75F, 21.6 degrees Celsius. Thank you. You vying for? Yeah, it's doing okay. We'll know more in a couple days. Yes, Wiz, I am Canadian. Yes, you're right, Livia. I'm sorry. Unhinged just making up numbers as Unhinged does. Good for him. Yeah, it looks like it's doing decent. We'll know more in a little bit, but the volume ending videos generally tend to do pretty good. I mean, they take a shit ton of fucking time to make, but God, they're so much fun and they do pretty good too. The volume, 27. Oh, wow. Wow. Like, I think it is, I think my volume 1 video is by far the best performing of, like, the volume ender videos. I think it's at, like, a little over 10K now, which is decent. It's quite good. Seeing Trissy silent, Sherman eloquently stringed his words. I really don't wish to instigate others to steal, rob, and murder. That's too evil. That's not what you said back then, Trissy smiled. You hated them and had wicked feelings for them. Once you obtained your powers, you were so eager to seek revenge. I just made a tiny suggestion, and you planned several assassinations. I remember how you looked, stained with blood, trembling in excitement and fervor. Sherman, you killed people? I expected better of you. Sherman, you were the chosen one. Sherman couldn't help but retreat as he heard, No, I have nightmares every night, dreaming of them surrounding me. They chase after me. The paper bag fell to the ground as the loaves of bread were scattered. This is normal. This is a necessary psychological change for an assassin. Think about it. Didn't you wish to kill them when they were bullying you? Trissy said. Yes. Just treat it as self-defense when being bullied, thus killing them. That's not how self-defense works, bro. So wait, Sherman is a sequence 9 assassin, or has he gone from 9 assassin and advanced to an 8 instigator, but now he's having troubles instigating, but he was okay killing? If that's the case, I will say that's a weird hang-up. I'm okay to kill, but like instigate to steal. Listen, stealing from the banks is where I draw the line. Okay, killing people, no problem. Fuck them. But like stealing from the banks? The banks? Based. Do you remember the Eastborough people who had died after being... No. That's a great clip. Even if they become ghosts or specters, it's nothing. You just need to seriously complete the ritual and consume one more potion, and then you'll be able to burn all those souls to oblivion. But I can't bear to see people turn ugly, crazy, and evil. Those evil thoughts are theirs to begin with. It has nothing to do with you. I said it's not base to steal from banks, devil. What the fuck? Even without you, those evil thoughts will erupt at specific moments. Also, the missions I arranged for you are all related to the gangs. Oh, Luvion, if you did get the clip, can you title it, Alzheimer's Kicking In? I think that's a good title. Even in my clips, there must be clickbait. Also, the missions I arranged for you are all related to gangs. Aren't you aware of what these people are like? Getting them to fracture and kill each other is a mercy and kindness to people like you. I titled it as Identity Crisis. Not quite as good, but it's fine. You're just one step away from becoming your target. As long as you complete the remaining ritual, you can drink the 3rd potion to become a woman. When that happens, you can use the name Shermaine that you've already picked out. What a nice sounding name, isn't it? You can leave Backland, head for Midseashire, Desi Bay, where you can start a new life. Have nothing to do with this place. You will be filled with charm. Many men will court you, and you can choose the one you like most. You will have bubbly kids and can bring them to be healthy children. What is bubbly kids? I don't even know what this title is. You can bring them to Winter County for skiing, Desi Bay for holidays. Didn't you say that you were willing to do anything to regain yourself? Ma'am Trissy, I understand. I will proceed according to your instructions. Mr. Loki, how's it going? Bubbly is like happy and jumpy. Oh, I see. Chubby kid. It has already spread apart, revealing a particular report. Tycoon from Desi Bay, Mr. Dwayne Dantes, shows interest in purchasing the Larry Way Steel Company, believing it has excellent profitability and a promising future. Why does Dwayne Dantes want to... What? I didn't know Klein wanted to buy this. Sir, are you really planning on buying the Larry Way Steel Company? Inuni asked. That news is a fabrication. I only met with the owner of the company, Mr. Phil Riviere, at a ball last week and had a chat. Sir, the Larry Wheel Steel Company is indeed seeking a buyer. There are quite a number of people who are considering it. That means the news was fabricated so that he can sell it at a better price. Klein entered the room with a half balcony and prepared to head above the grey fog. He wanted to use Inuni's praying point of light to see any abnormality at Hazel's house. This was something that he'd been doing daily for weeks. Damn. I gotta go. Sorry for calling. Try to get spicy. You got a little more than spicy unhinged. A qualitative change, chapter 1000. Pushkar, how's it going, man? Thanks for popping by. We are finally at chapter 1000. Let's go, boys. Last chapter for today, but oh my god, we're at 1000. That's crazy, man. I still remember when we made it to a chapter 100 on stream. I was like, oh my god, it actually feels like I'm actually making some decent fucking progress into this fucking book. And now we're at 1000. We did 10 of those. Let's go. Only 400 something chapters left. 1,000 coin flips. We can do $1 million coin flip if you guys are interested. I feel nothing anymore. There's just numbers on a screen. See? 400 plus 1200 of CY. No, Ramiro, we did 2 million. Yes, we just did 2 million earlier. Like, this is crazy. We have to have some fucking restraint. We can't just keep doing this. Come on. Where? Divination Club. Oh, fuck you. If you feel nothing, go all in. No, I can't do that. Motherfucker, if someone tries to rob from me again, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. 10,000, 100,000, million. Let's do blackjack, because we did a coin flip last time. Let's just do $1 million. On blackjack. Because we did a coin flip last time. 10,000, 100,000, million. Nagito, you're a bitch, brother. Ah! Maron! I just lost $1 million, Romero. What the fuck? No. Bitch. Alright. Chapter 1000, Prelude. Let's go. $1 million, I don't care. I have 9 of them. No theory. I don't have any theories right now, Dr. Z. I don't have any theories. That's sad. That's so sad. I don't have any theories. Everything is so high level right now. I don't even have a fucking thing to divine. It's like, what am I even divining? I don't even know. Evernight is a transmigrator has already been divined for like 2 million, and I got it right. So like, what are we doing? Okay. In the grand palace above the great fog, through Inuni's prayer of light, Klein saw the scene in his valet's room. As his vision pulled out, he began taking a look at all of Balkland Street. Among the buildings covered in fresh flowers and grass, intense parasol trees that shielded the sunlight swept past. They were slow-moving carriages that were elegantly or beautifully adorned. The youths dashing quickly on bikes. Klein finally looked onto Unit 39. There's no switching or grafting of fate, Klein heaved a sigh of relief. At this moment, a carriage drove into Moth's residence and stopped at the doorstep. A young lady with curly black green hair and bright dark brown eyes alighted from the carriage, none other than Hazel. She wore a dark green dress that didn't expose her shoulders. Her lips were pursed, and she wore a relaxed look with a hint of joy. Klein's heart skipped a beat. This was abnormal. Klein, she's a child. What the fuck, dude? From Klein's point of view, the rat demigod had only two outcomes after meeting Amon's avatar. She either had a trump card and managed to escape, or had turned into a Beyonder characteristic. And regardless of the outcome, there was no way Hazel could find her teacher. So how could she be relaxed and happy? With her taking the risk to head to the manor to inform her teacher, she's not that cold and selfish. Her present state indicates that the demigod, her teacher, is fine, and she's even been rewarded. This is in conflict with my theory of that demigod's outcome. No, not in conflict. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. Like True Creator's benevolent, or Lord of Storm has trauma with the girl he used to love as a young lad. Listen, Your Honor, no, you know what, I was gonna say something and then you guys were gonna clip me. Nope. Saved myself. Whew. See, this is what you guys have done. You've taken away all my jokes, okay? Comedy is illegal. These liberals don't want you to make jokes anymore. Everything, oh, cancel culture this, cancel culture that. These fucking liberals, I say. Klein then came to a conclusion. Amon had not only obtained the rat demigod's characteristic, but he had also stolen the fate and replaced her identity. Therefore, to Hazel, her teacher hadn't encountered any mishap, and would only need a period of time to lay low. To him, the most terrifying aspect of Amon was that no one knew what former identity he could take. He could appear as Member of Parliament Moth one day, or an insect in the garden. Therefore, grasping the identity of Amon, Klein couldn't help but feel more assured. You can't make race-based jokes, Ramiro. You don't have a good past in that. Other jokes you're allowed to make. A guy commented on a reaction video that people should download the chart of all pathways in sequence to understand the anime. Yeah, fuck it, why not? You know, just... it's like, you know, why not? Fuck it, yeah, just spoil everything. Who the fuck even cares? Agreed, yeah, fuck that guy. As for Amon's performance, being more problematic in front of Hazel, Klein believed it was impossible, but he has done the damage. After all, Amon was a king of angel that was fundamentally good at deceit. Even if he mentioned something that differed from what the rat demigod said, he could easily use the excuse of it being a test. Of course, based on Pala Zoroast's depiction, Amon wouldn't just appear as a rat demigod, so I shouldn't be careless. But I'm so curious, why did Amon also take over Hazel? She also has his pathway's characteristic. I know she's weak, like maybe she's a sequence 9 or 8. But why didn't he take her characteristic? Why was she spared? Inside his room, he's fucking around. Oh, he's fucking around and he's gonna find out soon, Romero. Inside his room, he sat on a reclining chair and drank some black tea. He half closed his eyes and considered how to deepen his relationship with Quanos Kilgore. Hey, listen, I'm not... Klein is like, listen, I ain't gay, but, you know, $20 is $20. I'll deepen my relationships if I have to, you know. Sorry. After an unknown period of time, Klein opened his eyes and activated his spirit vision. At a demigod level, he could activate it at will. Almost at the same time, Raynette Tyneker walked out of the void. Whose letter is it? She asked. Sharon, Raynette answered. Clip what? What, the $20? Bro, no problem. You can have that one. I make that joke all the time. Miss Sharon. She should be making preparations for the advancement. Why is she writing to me? After he opened it, he found very little content. One simple line. Emlyn White is seeking out the Rose School of Thought. Sharon is... Oh my god! Sharon becomes a demigod! And then they can be demigods together! How many web novels is Easy reading? Is Elseed a web novel or is it a manhwa? I don't actually know. Because he's doing Elseed, Shadow Slave, ORV, Lord of the Mysteries. And then, like, I thought he said Fridays is going to be, like, a little bit of everything day, no? They can be demigods together. Oh, everyone else may pass away in Reverend Insanity. Everyone else may die in time, but they will have each other, standing alone in the world. So sweet. His opinion of Emlyn was a sanguine who was afraid of trouble. Unless necessary, he didn't even go outside, so why would he search for the Rose School of Thought? For Easy to finish any of those web novels is going to take him 7 years at this rate. Like, finishing this one web novel with me putting all my fucking focus into it is going to take me 5 or 6 months. Easy's behind me has been reading it for like almost a year at this point, and he started like four other fucking web novels. The guy is, I mean, good for him, dude. My brain would fucking explode. This definitely isn't Emlyn's own, like, my reading comprehension would go into the fucking grave. Like, I'm reading one thing so I can, keep everything together, because the stories, I can line it up. If I'm reading this shit, like, once a week, I'm just nowhere. It's going nowhere. Easy has a week off work. No problem. He can take 2 weeks off work. It won't matter, Dr. Z. It won't matter. Where did that go to? Chill. Listen, all I'm going to say is I'm 170 chapters ahead of him. And he's been reading for like 6 months more than me. So listen, I'm just going to say we take those. Okay? If he wants to catch up, he wants to do this again, we'll do it. What? Bro, what? I'm reading like I'm going to do like 2 or 3 hour streams at night right now. You think I won't do 6 hour streams at night and sleep for 3 hours a night? I'll fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. What? My sleep quality? Oh, you need more sleep to have a proper brain function? What the fuck you think I am? You think I'm 40 years old? 22. I'll fucking... I won't sleep. I'll just do a 24-hour stream. Try me, motherfucker. You can clip that and send it to Easy, okay? You know what? If Volume 6 is that good when we get there, I'll take I'll take a week of vacation to just fucking How long is Volume 6, by the way? If Volume 6 is not that long, I'll take a week of vacation and just hammer through it. We'll just do like 7 hours of streams a day. Oh, God. I'll do it. See what the friend... Ah, thanks, fool! Love you, dude. You're the first person to say a nice thing about it. Everyone else was like, damn, like the old you before, Unk. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. You know? Volume 6, your imagination. My imagination? Doubt it. Your imagination? 116 chapters? So, if I wanted to do that in a week... Sorry, 116 divided by 7... I'd have to read like 15 chapters a day. That's like 6 hours of stream a day. That's like what I used to do. If I took a week off work, I could hammer through it in a week. Okay. Last time was 40 chapters? Really? Oh, it's so depressingly sad. Bro, okay. Maybe if it's that good, Damn, I'm gonna take my first fucking week of vacation. I'm gonna take a week of vacation, like 3 weeks into working. That would be cooked. Oh, did you, Dr. C? I apologize, I didn't see it. Okay, whatever. Where was I? This definitely isn't Emlyn's own will. A new mission from the Sanguine? That's possible. Why didn't he mention it? He wasn't curious about Emlyn's clues, but it was an obvious matter. You're not ready for Volume 6? Watch me, bro. Since Miss Sharon knew that Emlyn was seeking out the Rose School of Thought and had asked their mutual friend, Sherlock, about this matter, it meant that the Sanguine had likely asked the help of Ian. This also meant that in Emlyn's previous commissions... Good God. He must have noticed Sharon or Merrick, otherwise it would be impossible for him to mention the Rose School of Thought to an ordinary person. I don't even know enough about the apothecary pathway. I can't determine how Emlyn discovered a wraith or a zombie. This is likely a mission in the sanguine upper echelon gave Emlyn. They hate the Rose School of Thought members who believe in their primordial moon, and have directed this anger at the other factions of the Rose School of Thought. I've never been you've also never been hired, Ramiro. I mean, I've never been fired either. I've worked now 3 jobs in my life. I quit 2 of them and I just started the 3rd one today, so I got 2 exams tomorrow, too soon. Okay, bye, Moon. Good luck on the exams, man. You're gonna do great. Okay, don't stress. You're gonna be just fine. You're goated. Don't stress about it. Okay. Exams in summer. I know exams in summer should be illegal. That's bullshit. Klein then added, I suspect the Mother Tree of Desire has the intention of encroaching onto the authority of the Moon Domain, but I'm unsure why the primordial Moon believers would join the Rose School of Thought. This secret existence seems to have very complicated relationships with the Mother Tree of Desire. They're at odds, but they have also cooperated. It's hard to tell. Putting down his pen and folding the letter, Klein looked at Miss Messenger, who had been waiting. How did you know I'd be replying, he asked. Inkling. You... Seema, little livelier recently. Your expression has also become much richer. Okay, bye, Mr. Loki. We're literally like 5 minutes away from ending, so you're all good, man. Bye. As Klein pulled out the box that was connected to his golden pocket watch, he took out a gold coin from it and realized with a self-deprecating smile. Repeatedly wearing a thick mask isn't good for one's mental health. I realized it after becoming a demigod. Therefore, unless he was in a situation where he needed to disguise his feelings, he limited the use of a clown's power. Reinette Tyneker didn't say a word as the heads bit on the gold coin and the letter before vanishing. Watching Miss Messenger leave, Klein muttered inwardly, I wonder if Miss Sharon and Merrick will use the Sanguine to deal with the Rose School of Thought members. Miss Sharon is probably focusing her times on her advancement. She likely won't involve herself. But I don't know about Merrick. Emlyn changed into his Church of Earth Mother priest robes and then wore a red coat and a silk hat before walking out the Harvest Church. He then got into a rental carriage by the roadside. After saying his destination, he cast his gaze out the window. At this moment, Emlyn sensed something as he abruptly moved his body, leaving the shadowy afterimages in his wake. He then saw a figure appear out of nowhere. It was a young man whose coat wasn't buttoned, revealing a white shirt and a black vest underneath. You have finally come, Emlyn tipped his hat. Aren't you a little afraid that I'm a Rose School of Thought member here to finish you off? The young man's figure turned transparent. Emlyn scoffed. Would I not be aware of the Rose School of Thought's history, or the matters of the Betrayal Temperance faction and their escape? Oh, this is Merrick, I assume. Well, how do I address you? Emlyn asked. Merrick, the young man replied. This is the information you received from the upper echelons of the Sanguine? Emlyn was taken aback. You're smarter than I thought. How did you notice our existence from Ian's side? Merrick asked. Humans have the smell of humans. Wraiths have the smell of wraiths. You Sanguine wish to deal with the Rose School of Thought members in Backland? The important members, Emlyn replied. If that's the case, we can use ourselves as bait to help you finish out the Rose School of Thought. But I need confirmation. I know you are unable to make the decision. First, you can first return to seek permission of the Sanguine. After you obtain their assurance, you know where to find us. Having said that, he handed a dossier in his hand. This is from Ian. It's the initial feedback from tracking Ernest Boyer. Many bounty hunters have completed this together. Okay. Emlyn received the dossier. By the way, the author of Mother Tree of Learning, fuck me, dude. The author of Mother of Learning is writing another novel, but 1 chapter per month, 100 chapters. Take more than 8 years. Oh, God. Yeah, years and I was... All right, let's check out art and then we'll end stream, okay? Little shorter, hour-and-a-half stream today, no problem. Tomorrow will be a longer stream, you know? Tomorrow will be a longer stream because we're gonna do 10 chapters. Let's go. Wait, actually, let me figure out what the chapter for. Let me figure out what the title name for chapter 1001 is. Maybe it'll tell me what's it. First movement. What the fuck? I don't know what it has to do with. Ugh, fuck me. Fuck. Whatever. I was hoping it would tell me what it was about. It didn't. How is there more Gearman art? What the fuck? Come on. Bro, Gearman wasn't even mentioned. No more Gearman art. I'm not reading it. Who's excited for Sharon and Emlyn cooperation? Ah, Thunder. Sorry, buddy. We already read this. We already seen this. I'm not trying to spoil yourself again. How is it spoiling myself? I'm gonna read it tomorrow. This is I was reading the title. This is a teaser. You guys are the people who would be like, watching trailers for movies is actually spoilers, okay? And knowing a single frame of the movie prior to actually entering the movie theater is cheating. Get me the fuck out of here. Ugh. Oh. Gambling God. Dwayne, nice. What if the next chapter was Amon versus Palo Zoroast? You're asking for it, bro? That would be amazing. I would love that. I'd be so excited. I'd come in tomorrow. I'd be like, boys, let's fucking get the rating. Damn, brother. All those chips and the entirety of Eastborough would have a place to live for like a year. Not actually. There's like millions of people in the Eastborough, but you get the point. My God, these are fucking damn near photorealistic, dude. The artwork is crazy. This is like even look at the fucking glass of whiskey or whatever this like. Jesus, that's so well done. The nerves, the tendons that are showing up. Oh my God. This one is nice too. It's not quite as photorealistic, but like the cards are so. One recommendation. I mean, obviously the author ain't here, but if you're ever drawing or playing cards, just round the edges out. Don't make them sharp. Playing cards are almost never like fucking perfect square. I mean, technically there are decks that are perfect squares, but they're just fucking dumb and really rare. But as always, thank you so much, Luvion, for this. This is so fucking cool, dude. Holy shit. This is cool. I like to think I have a little bit more beard than this. I don't have a lot. I'm not gonna lie, okay? It's not my strong point. I'm fine with that. But like I like to think I have a little more beard than this, but whatever. I'm not gonna be too picky. Whatever, you know. But seriously, thank you so much, Livian. That's fucking great. All right, guys. I think we're gonna end it there. First employed stream, no longer a drain on society. Whatever. You know. But I think it was pretty good, you know. I think this is a decent enough time for most people. I think I think we had almost 40 people at one point. So like it's not, I don't think it's a terrible time. Obviously during the weekends we'll stream more and do 2 streams throughout the day, and then that way we're chilling, you know. Tomorrow will be stream will be the same time. Holy fuck, I can't talk. Yeah, that's it. All right, we're gonna end it there, guys. I'll schedule a stream right now, but it'll be at the same time it was today, so about an hour and a half ago. Now is when it would start. That's it, guys. Thank you everyone so much for popping by. Have a great rest of your day or night. I'll catch y'all a little bit later. Bye, guys.